Doctor, let's go back to diet a little bit. And how important is fat in our diet? We've been bombarded by low-fat this and low-fat that, and all of a sudden we have an obesity problem in this country. But
Right.
is there a connection there, and how important is fat?
Fat is very important as an essential agent in our bodies. So what happened is Americans started eating too much fat and the wrong kind of fat. And so the officials held up their hand, they said, time out, let's get rid of all the fat. And then they realized, no, what they replaced